Dokily, yeah. I feel like a big Friday finale is in store, my friends. Did we do it? Did we make it to the end of the week in one piece? And do we know and do we love some tasty licks in E? I think so. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're ready to play a whole song here now, gang. Welcome, welcome. How are ya? How are ya? How are ya? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's great to see you, gang. What do we got? We got ourselves some tools, some tricks. We got Michael B up there. We got Sandy. We got Sven. We got a Sven here. We got a Joe. We got the other Michael B who now has the wrench of destiny. So try to be well behaved. He's a moderator. I know you guys are great. How you feeling out there? Tell me, how are you feeling? Tell me what your favorite new move is from this week. What is your favorite new guitar move? Could it be, I'll make a list. Could it be the Hendrix fill? Could it be, oh boy, could it be the BP box? Don't worry, I'm here. I just, as always, there's fun times when the buttons decide to stop working. But now I'm over here. Oh shoot, I forgot to grab the iPad pen. Maybe I'll have to grab that in a second. Oh boy. But in the meantime, tell me in the chat, what has been your favorite new guitar move to add to your bag of tricks from this week? What do we got? We got these Hendrix fills. We got the BB. We got the Albert. We got the scale and the string. You know what I'm talking about? Nice. A Tim within a Tim. Is that a good thing? Do we want more Tims, or we just want a single Tim up here right now? I'm checking out the chat here. We got good morning class coming from Billy.
Class.
Oh yeah, we are going to be celebrating by not only giving away another full year membership to the Guitar Friends community. We got to give a shout out to our man Peter, who won yesterday. I already sent him his login info, and he's super stoked. It means a lot that you guys are so excited, as I am, because truly, the community is amazing. And sometimes if you're out there, if you're wondering well, wait, what is this guy doing? Is he guitar workout of the day? Is he Guitar Friend Tim? All roads lead to the same place. We have the Guitar Friends community, and within that, we do the guitar workouts every day. So literally like what we're doing today, we'll fire up the progress bar at the bottom of the screen, and then we'll just sort of do a quick workout. I'll talk more about that if that's all right with you guys, because I want to celebrate our wins this week and also give you ideas on how to keep your momentum going to make sure that all the good stuff keeps happening for you on guitar in this year. Because this is just like the ultimate launch pad. This boot camp's been amazing, and all of the people sharing in the Facebook community has been so fun to see. Many of you have gotten to know through the course of the week. Sandy, you've been rocking it. You've been amazing.
It's been amazing.
I agree. We need some more lasers. And with that, let's get it going. Come on. Justin Ridgway, another friend of mine. So some of the people here, like Angus and Justin, I worked with them in the Paul Davids program. So I've taught with Paul Davids for his exclusive cohort program. So he handpicked me, which was an honor. But just another thing to let you know that I'm out here kicking some butt and teaching in my own quirky style. And I'm glad to share these things with you guys because it's the best. So one thing I want to talk about now with this jam, and we're going to play over it, this song, which by the way now is fully unlocked. You get the full song to play along with. And like I said, I've called it Getting Better, Baby, because it's sort of synonymous with the Guitar Breakthrough Bootcamp. So if you go to the downloads page, I think Michael Butler, if you could drop in that downloads link in case anyone's missed it, that's where you've got all of the different days with the PDFs and the MP3s. And today there's no PDF because we're just taking all the days that we've had leading up to this and we're just throwing it all together. Yeah, the BB and the Albert King boxes has been a game changer. Yeah, I think it's just a lot of fun to have right there at your disposal. I think I have it up here. Yeah, those are the two boxes right there. So this takes me right into this topic now of talking about like, now you have a strategy to build a solo and build a whole guitar part that I hope you lean into and use over and over and over again. And maybe it starts with experimenting first. So first you get shown some tricks you might use, like the BB box and then the Albert box. And so you kind of like consider those things and you hear them and you test the waters. It's really like a taste test. You see like, well, how do I like it? Let's see how I like this, you know. For example, like if I show you a concept, you'll be like, okay, let's kick the tires. BB. I like it. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll use this here, there. Maybe I'll use the Hendrix here and there. And you've got these different like sort of like things you can almost like cartridges, almost like Nintendo. You know, remember the old Nintendo games where you have to hit them on the side and blow out the dust and then get it just right. You have these cartridges that say like Hendrix on them and Albert fill and BB fill. And then once you do that, you start to choose, you kind of assemble your playlist, your sort of like your ultimate sort of like Spotify playlist of what you're going to go through, or your mixtape as it were. Who in the chat, let me know in the chat with a yes or no if you actually experienced what it was like to make an actual mixtape back in the day, like a cassette that you like maybe made for someone that you had a crush on and you were hoping that the songs would tell them how you felt so you wouldn't have to. But anyway, I knew what it was like from back in the day to make an actual playlist like that. That's what you're doing with your different skills, you know, with your different possibilities, which is so much fun because then you're not so much worried about like, what's the scale or what's the mode? You're taking something else that we learned this week, like a scale on a string, and you're saying, okay, maybe for the bridge, I'm going to use that. Maybe for the verse, I'm going to use the Hendrix fills. You get that all together, and then you kind of like, you commit yourself to leaning into that sort of strategy for the song, which is like a really fun thing to do because we go from being kind of analytical to then making our choices to then having like a sort of, it's almost like you build your own course through the whole thing. So let's say off the top of the tune, I was going to do scale on a string, and then I was going to go into Hendrix fills. So right, so I've got my strategy to get in, and then I really lean into committing to just noticing how it feels, locking into the groove. And then as you do that, you'll have chances to kind of clean up your execution and be like, okay, I want to do like a real tight rhythm part here. And so you get more repetitions to perfect it. And as you do that, you really start to hear the difference in playing with intention. And it didn't take that much. It took a little bit of practice off the top, right? Throughout the week, we've taken our pieces, we've chosen them, we've put them into an order we like. You can always move some things around. And then it gives you the ability, this is my favorite part, is that you reach a point where you can forget some of what you've been practicing and learning in a good way, meaning you don't have to think about like, where's this dot, where's that dot, how do I make sure I hit that, you know, scale or note or triad shape. You just let it flow. You sort of forget and flow on purpose because you've done the work and you get to be more like the players that you admire. I mean, think of all the players that you've watched through the years on video or live in person. They seem like they're in the moment and they seem like they're doing something that's sort of like effortless and passionate because most of their brain is over in that part of our nervous system where we're just being creative and flowing. And we all see that. And we all want to feel that way. Well, you can build that if you take things that you are comfortable with and move them into that playlist so that you're not having to think about it when the moment comes to play. That, to me, is what I think most people are asking for when they say they want to be able to improvise and play freely. Really, all it takes is putting a little bit of effort to have your bag of tricks, your favorite playlist, that's ready to just press play when the song is rolling by. Because we can practice things at a slow speed when we're practicing and working through scales and things like that. But at what speed can you play it when the song is grooving by? That's the goal that we're looking for. And then you just build more things to your playlist as you bring more things into the fold. And that's my favorite part, is that because when you've got that flow of a good playlist, of a good sequence to a solo, you're going to be playing solos and playing guitar parts that tell a story. And telling a story is one of the funnest things to do as a musician. as a listener. It's a great thing to hear it. So let's jam on this full song. And here's the deal. I'm going to play a rhythm for you, and you're going to play your full solo. Try to think of what you're going to assemble. And in fact, before we launch into this, I want you in the chat to just sort of write. I'll write an example, kind of like write what your sequence is going to be. Like I might do like Hendrix, and I'll do Hendrix triads. I'll do BB. I'll do scale on a string. So something like that. Like list off what your battle plan is going to be going into this solo. And just to put up on the board, we've got the scale on the string there. And by now, I'm sure you've got the PDF. So you've got all these. You've got the major and the minor there. That was another thing we talked about this week, is doing the major and the minor pentatonic side by side. That's great. By the way, we have another a video trivia coming up in a bit. And I know how much you enjoyed the Axel one. Got a couple of those. Shout out again to Peter for winning the free membership. We're going to draw we had the diagonal pentatonic. So this is like our greatest hits from the week, right? So this is your last sort of chance before this go around to assemble that was something else. That was the 6th that we were doing. Oh, this was good. This was a couple different spots to play the C sharp minor, right? That first chord of the B section. Right, that one. That sort of sounds like the Say It Ain't So. Up here is the same spot, or same chord, different spot. All that's really great. Triads, Hendrix, and magic. Yeah, you just got to kick your heels at a certain point and let the magic pour in, right? All right, so I'm clearing the board of that. Maybe what I'll do, I'll leave up here the scale on a string, because that's kind of helpful. You can glance at that. But otherwise, just pick your poison, have fun with it. I'm going to be playing rhythm guitar for you, so my noodles won't get in the way. Let's rock out, guitar friends. It's Friday. It's Friday. Come on, baby. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, get it now. How's it going so far? Ha. Awesome, I bet. Here we go. We got A. Here comes the C. Back to the E. B. Here's the cool break. Yeah. And we're back into a verse. What you got going on now? Getting into the bendies? Making it tasty, I'm sure. Proud of you guys. See, this is how it is in our workouts. I can't help myself. I end up cheering you on and kind of being annoying, but also sort of like helpful. Let's go! Now we got A. We got C. Come on, guitar friends. Now we got this little break. Get ready. We're going straight into the outro right now. Here we go. Make it bluesy, make it count. Here comes the ending, get ready for the ending right now. Gang, how was that? How did it go? Let me know in the chat with an emoji. How was that? How was that that take or that walk through it, that pass? What do we think? What do we think? Getting down and dirty on a Friday. How do we feel about it? A little bit of like hit and miss. It's a lot. It's a lot of information. So remember, you can always go back. You can watch these things again. You can slow it down, zero in, and just take it one piece at a time. And then much better than last week. I'm going to highlight that. Yes.
Much better than last week.
That's what we love to hear, Sven. Yes. Heck yeah. Let's celebrate with a little quiz here. I want you guys to tell me if you can solve this.
Well, Tony!
This is a bit of a break from music. This is my sweet doggy Tony, who's no longer with us. It features him. But you have to answer in the chat whether or not you think Tony will eat it. Okay, get ready. Tell me yes or no. Is Tony gonna eat that pickle? Is Tony gonna eat it or no? Is Tony gonna eat the pickle or not? What do you say? What do you say? Oh, it's a no on the pickle. He didn't eat it. Oh wait, hold on. Bonus round.
Well,
Lolly.
Lolly. That's my dog Lolly. She's right behind me. She's a little older now, but will Lolly eat it? Yes or no? Same item. It's a pickle. Oh, she's such a little stinker. We're saying no. Angus saying yes. Sandy's saying yes. Oh, it's sort of looking like no. But wait, hang on. We're not quite done yet. Oh, she's going back in. She did it. She did it. She did it. Da 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 da. Lolly. Whoa, balloons. Yeah, we're celebrating on a Friday. On a Friday. Gang, speaking of story time, I want to tell you guys a story. So yesterday I brought out my guitar, my one and only, very first guitar ever. That was Frank. He's hanging out in the closet. So let me show you, like, this is Frank, and Frank is awesome. And all those stickers, it all began as like a $99 guitar. And this is like, you know, like old school, like a beginner guitar, like maybe a like made in Korea acoustic guitar. But this was my obsession. I was playing this thing all the time. It was all I needed. It was perfect. And I was so happy just to have a guitar. My mom had surprised me with that guitar out of the blue. I was 14, and so that's not too late or too early, but it sort of felt like at the time it was like, oh man, like, you know, oh man, like all my friends had already started playing guitar. So just realize that whenever you start, might feel like it's too late, or whenever you're coming back to guitar, might feel like it's quote unquote too late. It doesn't matter. You can make so much progress happen just by enjoying the guitar. So shortly thereafter, look at these awesome pictures. I became obsessed. I was an obsessed teenager. That was my first electric, the Squire, there on the left. And then my first like proper Strat is Professor Soulsworth, who's right somewhere. Oh, he's out in the living room, but that's the silver Strat that I still have. Amazing Strat. I grew up in Honolulu, Hawaii, hence the ocean in the background. But I got way into like making songs and music with my friends. And then jump way forward. I moved out to LA and entered this songwriting contest that John Mayer put out in Esquire magazine. And I've mentioned that like I ended up winning that contest, and he reached out to me out of the blue and called me to tell me that I had won the contest and that he was going to write an article about me, which he did in Esquire. He sent me a guitar, and that sort of put me on the radar. When I had just moved to LA, didn't know anybody, and I was kind of struggling just to make ends meet. And I met a young songwriter named Colby Calais. And then she and I ended up becoming friends, and we toured the world together in her band. She's the one who has that song Bubbly. And so I went on to write a song with her and Jason Mraz as a duet, because I was first and foremost a songwriter. But, you know, guitar had always been my first love. And then that song went on to win a Grammy in 2009. So that's that duet that they sing. And I wrote that with Colby and Jason. And that was a huge break for my whole career as a professional musician. Again, guitar, guitar, guitar. I was touring as her guitarist. And actually one of those pictures there on the far right, actually the one on the left and the right, that was when we were on John Mayer's Mayercraft cruise back in 2008, I believe it was. And we were the opening act for him for that whole summer tour. So it was pretty full circle. I went from winning the John Mayer contest to touring with John in Colby's band, writing this song that won a Grammy. And this is a slide just representing it. Sometimes life has different plans, so in the midst of all of that was going on, my mom passed away from ovarian cancer in 2010, and it wasn't more than 3.5 years later that my dad passed away. And it was just one of those things where I had to take a step back from the full-on life of being a touring musician. But these two people were the ones that their tape collection and their records and their taste in music was everything that inspired me to know and love music, so that once I picked up a guitar, it was all the stuff I've been listening to that inspired me to feel like, oh, I could actually do this. So they're in my heart all the time, every day, every time I pick up the guitar. And I know we've all been through things too. That's just to remind you that life will sometimes do what life is going to do, and you just got to bounce back. So my love for guitar has never been stronger. And so what I love about this moment in my life is that I have all this experience from like making songs and collaborating. I know what it's like to be in the studio, to be on stages, but I also get to now just play guitar in my bedroom every day and just sort of like teleport it out to the world. And I'm more passionate than ever to do exactly that. Here's one of my good buddies. This is Galen. This is Galen from within the chat here. And we started working a couple of years ago together just to see what it'd be like to test out some teaching, some Zoom lessons. And then it's led to building this whole community. I didn't know if this would all be everything that I could put my eggs into this basket. Here's a clip of Galen just from recently. He's become this really tasty player. Check it out. Oh, wait. Wrong button. As always, me hitting the wrong buttons. How about this? Check out these triads. Super tasty. Yeah. This is the kind of stuff we're doing. Just beautiful triads, great tone. And videos like that are what make my day, coming from all the members within the community. It's been just amazing to see people, and there's still plenty of gigs that I'll go out and play. This is Victor Wooten, who's an amazing hero of mine. I played a couple of years ago opening for him. He was super cool, as you can imagine. He's a huge influence on me. He wrote a book called The Music Lesson that you guys should check out. But tell me if I'm wrong. Like, learning guitar on the internet, take a look at this picture. Does it or does it not sometimes feel a bit like this, where you're getting so much information from so many different directions, and people are so confident in telling you got to know all the triads. No, you got to know all the modes. So you got to obey the cage system or else. And I made this crazy animated robot called the Cage Bot, who you've seen in some of my early YouTube videos. And he's basically representing like that menacing voice in our head that the internet has had us believe that, like, if you don't know every bit of the cage system, then you're falling behind. So I know that anxiety is out there. And when I ventured into the world of looking at how to teach on the internet, I was like, let's see if we can change up the recipe a bit. So I had this crazy idea. I was going to like sort of CrossFit classes and yoga classes. And I was like, wouldn't it be great? I was lying on the floor one day covered in sweat after one of these classes thinking like, wouldn't it be great if someone just told me what to do with guitar? Because I love that when an instructor that I trust just tells me like, hey, do this, then do that. And then you'll be done with a class and it's like a relief to not have to make all those decisions, right? So I created this format called Workout of the Day. By the way, you might notice there's several more people in recent months that are referring to their guitar lessons as guitar workouts. I don't know if we've had an impact, but I think we might have. So a guitar workout of the day is this like sort of brand that I created, and that's the website, guitarworkoutoftheday.com. You'll also see me at guitarfriendtim.com. Like I said before, everything leads to the same place, but I like this idea and it's catchy, so I sort of branded Guitar Workout of the Day. And this is the recipe. It's what you've seen me do, and we do a much shorter version of it during the week, just so I know you have busy lives. We have a quick warm-up, we have a workout in the middle, and then we play at the end. We just sort of jam. It's as simple as it sounds, but it's so effective because you stay on one topic and theme through the week, and you can dip in, you could catch all the workouts, you could catch a couple of them, doesn't matter. You can watch them later on the replay. It just creates this beautiful way for you to just like kind of have no excuses, and also to not have to worry about what should I practice. Let me tell you, gang, the workouts are working. Here's just like sort of a overview. This is what you'll see when you go into the membership. You'll see all these videos that you can click on and watch from the past. You can join us live, and it's just like this. You'll be in the YouTube comments. It's an unlisted stream. And then we have Zoom calls every week. We have a Friday Zoom call. These are people that are actual real humans playing guitar and connecting. So you have a chance to share your music. Every month we have a monthly Dare to Share challenge, which is amazing and fun. We see everybody's faces and everybody's working on the same stuff. We do the giveaways. Yeah, Sandy, sometimes I do the Wheel of Fortune when I have time. And then we give away merch, and we have a surfing dog, Tony. It's all clicking together to not just be about the workouts and learning on your own. We're learning as a team. We're learning as a community, for real. This is something that I love so much. If you can see, try to enlarge the screen if you can't see it. But this is like an example of what I see now that makes me so proud. In the community, there'll be someone who comes in and introduces himself. So Will recently introduced himself, January 18th, and he says like, hey, all like new here and ready to go, ready to get ripping, intermediate guitar player, just wanting more, excited to get going. And what I love now is that he's met with other members that are introducing themselves and welcoming him. Like normally at first it was just me and I get in there, but now usually there's other members that have already welcomed the new people. So Tony gets in there, says something really awesome, saying, howdy, Will, jump in, join us on the Saturday live stream. Jeff Miller is another person who gets in and welcomes everybody. You see Jeff Miller in the chat here on all these workouts welcoming Will, and that just warms my heart. And then what I really want you to see is that only 3 days later, so 3 days later, and this is just recently, this is like a week ago or so, Zach White joins us, and he's saying, hey everyone, I'm Zach, I'm new here, been playing off and on for about 25 years, but I'm starting to take learning seriously beyond cowboy and campfire chords, which, can you relate? That's how a lot of us feel, right? He gets met with another welcome from Jeff, another amazing member, and right away Jeff swoops in. But here's the best part that I'm so excited about is that only 3 days after joining, Will jumps in and welcomes Zach, which to me says it all. That's the ticket where it's like new members are becoming guitar friends, welcoming each other in. And I couldn't be more proud, And so when people say nice things, that's great. I love it. It lets me know that it's making an impact in their life. These are all members, and several of them you'll see there in the chat. But especially seeing how people welcome each other in. That really speaks volumes as far as what it is that people are finding here. The daily workouts are amazing, accessible to people of all skill ranges, so that's gold. It's really nice to have a good friend teaching you. Yeah, it's like you have me. I'm your buddy. So imagine if you had a full month of wins like this week has been, like everything you experienced this week, if you just kept going and multiplied that, across 4 weeks instead of just one. The Month to Mastery is something that I'm going to be hosting, kicking off February 10th. And it really will just be built right into the community. So it's not a separate course. It's not anything other than what you get with a membership. It's just a way of keeping us focused. So everything's happening in the same place. But this is just my way of saying, like, we're going to be focused on a month to mastery. Each week we're going to have a new song that we break down just like we did. It won't be maybe as like it was kind of probably for some people it was a little bit stressful this week because every day we had a new section of the song, but we're going to take it bite-sized pieces, a similar kind of flow, and by the end of the week you'll have a full song with a new bag of tricks. You might have found a pretty good coach in the form of me. These are some of my credentials. Sometimes I forget to put these things up, but as I mentioned, I wrote that song with Jason and Colby. John Mayer said that really awesome stuff about me in that article. I worked with Paul Davids. He hired me as a coach for his small group program. And I work with an amazing organization called Creative Vets, and they have combat veterans that work with songwriters, and we've written some amazing songs to help them process what they've been through. Outstanding program, and I've taught at the Country Music Hall of Fame here in Nashville with an incredible program with kids that are like teenagers learning to write songs. I love teaching, and I'm getting pretty darn good at it, if I don't say so myself. So this is the special bootcamp bonus offer. Yeah, I hope it's all right that I'm letting you guys know that I want to keep working with you. And the exclusive offer that only you guys are hearing about it right now, it expires Sunday night, is that you're going to get a personalized practice plan. So how it will work is that you just send me a video of your playing. I'll give you the link when you sign up. You'll upload a video of your playing, and I'll give you some guidelines on what to share with me. And then I'll share with you a video of my own, of me giving you specifically for you what I think would work best and where to start within the community and how to piece together the best momentum for this year. And that's only being offered until Sunday night. So when you sign up between now and Sunday night, you'll get access to that link, and you'll be able to have a video exchange with me. You'll get great feedback and a personalized practice plan. It's all risk-free. You get 30 days. So if you sign up and you decide after, 29 days, you're like, man, I just don't know if this is the right fit. I thought it was going to be for me, but it's not. I got you back. There's no questions asked. I get it. There's a lot of options out there. I want this to be a good fit. I want you to be excited. So know that you've got that going for you. It's all risk-free. If you don't do this, you go right back into the jungle on YouTube, and that's not bad, right? But it just feels like it's more of the same. Kind of a bummer. You're going to be clicking on random videos. You'll have no plan of attack unless you make up a new plan every single day. You'll be starting over constantly because all the YouTube videos out there basically are intro videos. You can't really go deep. Playing the same old stuff, sitting down, playing all the same riffs you usually do, you might end up actually getting worse because when you just repeat the same old stuff, you get pretty bored with it and you end up giving up on it. And if you love guitar and music, you're giving up on a part of your dream. And I don't want that to happen, genuinely. Now is your moment. This is the year. And like, if we've crossed paths and you've made it this far and you're watching this, I think that you got a knack for the idea that like you can do more with guitar if you're having fun with it and just coming back to it. So this is my offer to you. Like, I want you guys to jump on this and join me now. There has not been a better time. You're going to get that bonus of the feedback session with me. You're going to stay in the zone, know exactly what to practice, feel inspired by other players. And what that translates into in terms of like the ingredients is that you get all these workouts that we've done. We're over 330 workouts, and then we have the fresh ones coming each week. So this is within the community. You have all the guitar workouts. You have the self-paced courses, which I haven't even touched on, but those are recorded videos in the more traditional format with PDFs and MP3s and all those resources when you want to just have a structured path and learn on your own. Then you have the monthly Dare to Share challenges, which are just a blast, and we give away prizes, and those are great. And I didn't even mention on this list the Zoom calls, but those are every Friday. More than enough ways to just keep jumping back in and playing guitar. And this lasts for a full year. That's the thing. I say month to mastery because we're going to stay focused this upcoming month, but you continue on for an entire year with the structure, with the accountability, with the community, and more fun than you can shake a Les Paul at. I mean, does it get much better than that? Lastly, for you guys, I'm going to add a discount code, GoGetGood25. You've probably seen it in the chat. Just enter that at checkout. So when you click on the link to go sign up, and I hope you do, let us know if you sign up while we're on this hang. Be fantastic. You're going to get that bonus of the feedback. You get the full year membership to the community, to the guitar workouts, to all the things I've mentioned. And then on top of that, when you check out, enter that promo code and it'll give you 2 months free. So that'll give you, it'll knock $58 off of the total price, and that comes out to 2 months essentially for free. Do it! Who's gonna do it? Who's excited and stoked and gonna make this the year that you really jump forward with your plan, where you take this off of your to-do list and put it on your to-done list? So yeah, it's $348 for the entire year prior to the discount code. With the discount code, it comes out to $290. So that basically comes out to, it's with the $348 would be like $29 a month. So whatever the math is, when we take 2 months off of that, it comes out to less than, like 90 cents a day. If you were to buy traditional in-person lessons or even Zoom lessons, that amount would get you maybe 3.5 lessons or maybe 6 bad lessons. There's many a boutique overdrive pedal or effects pedal out there that cost twice as much as that. And I really think it's worth it. I wouldn't be putting all the time and energy at the moment. I'm going to hire an assistant, but at the moment, other than our good friend Galen and Michael Butler, I'm juggling all the things here. So in other words, I wouldn't be putting so much effort into the graphics and the photos and the overlays and the dots on the fretboard if I didn't believe that this was going to make a huge difference, not only in your guitar playing, but I can say honestly in your life. Like the people here are amazing, the relationships are real, and just the possibilities are truly wide open to your creativity. So I hope you do check it out. Let me make sure you have that link, and then we'll get back into jamming. And best of all, we're going to do a Zoom hang right after this. So right at the top of the hour, we're going to hop into a Zoom hang, and I'll make sure that I drop that into the chat as well, so that you have everything you need. Does anybody have any questions? And also, you know we got more trivia in store, so buckle up, because we're going to get that going. By the way, in the background, we're listening to this cool vibey groove from Charlie Hunter. Listen to this. You know who Charlie Hunter is? Woo! So to your question, Guy, I used to offer private lessons, but honestly right now the demands of running the community are such that instead I run a small group cohort. We're in the middle of it right now. It's called the Fast Forward Guitar Program. So that's limited to about 20 people. And then we get one-to-one check-ins as well as deep dives. It's for the people that really want to go deeper into the curriculum. But I don't have the bandwidth right now to also be doing private lessons separately. That might change in the future, but for right now, honestly, the things that we're offering in the community gives you a lot of sort of pretty much one-to-one, with each other, and then you get those weekly Zoom calls. So it's pretty great. Let's see, what was I looking for here? Let's go over here and let's do.
Well,
oh no, we did
Tony,
that and we loved it. Turns out Tony was not a big fan of the pickle, but Lolly was good to go. She is. Does anyone have a dog in their life that is like surprising, like really into drinking booze? Because I don't go out of my way to feed Lolly booze, but we believe she might be a reincarnated Pasadena housewife because she loves her white wine. And if you're having a bit of something and you just sort of dip your finger, doesn't matter if it's scotch, could be a Cosmo, could be probably rubbing alcohol. I haven't tried it, but she'll go in for it. Anyway, I want to, let's see. Oh, here we got this one. Hands on buzzers, kid. Here comes trivia, and then we'll talk more. Oh!
Future star, future
Who got it? Who nailed it? Who nailed it? Yeah, that's Steven Seagal, everybody. He's a different kind of legend. He plays some guitar, plays some mean harmonica maybe too. Oh boy. Yeah. Love that trivia. All right, so yeah, you've been seeing this link dropping in, and this is it. Just I think I can paste from here. Maybe no, maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes the YouTube is crazy. Boom. Yeah. So that's the link you want to use for the special offer. It expires 11:59 p.m. Central U.S. time Sunday night, and that's to get the personalized feedback bonus. Hope you guys join us. Let's talk and rock a little bit more before heading over to the Zoom hang. Would love to see you guys and just answer questions. Obviously, I'm super thrilled to have people join us, but know that, I mainly enjoy teaching, so we still got a lot of value. And we've got another free membership to give away right about now when we draw from the people that have entered into the Day 4 challenge. So Day 4 was yesterday, and that was the big outro solo. At the moment, it's a year subscription only. And again, that sort of is because as I'm running things on my own, managing subscriptions when it comes to monthly, you can imagine there's a lot of customer support and things like that come up. And honestly, the value that people get from sticking around is where it really kicks in. But yeah, so let's check out over in the community here. There's a screen share. Da-da-da. Let's see, we'll close the slideshow and we'll check out. We're going to draw now. Oh boy, there's too many Tims as always. This is coming from the community. We're going to do the random scrolly scroll, and it has to be someone that has entered into the day 4 challenge. They're going to win the full year membership to the GFT community. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. Here we go. Big bucks, no whammies. Big bucks, no whammies. Oh, Chaz already won. We can't have Chaz winning again. Oh, Tom Cutts. Congratulations, Tom Cutts. You've done it. You just won yourself. You won yourself a ticket into the community, Tom Cutts. Everybody give it up. Cut it up for Tom Cutts. Way to go. Way to go. Laser time. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh geez. Yeah, Tom Cutts. Way to go. Way to go, Tom Cutts. You did it. 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 Noise. Yeah, so questions you might have. Sorry, I've been sort of had my eyes in a lot of places. Program level, if that question is about sort of the skill level, it does reach all levels, I imagine. If someone's a pure 100% beginner, I'd say it's probably going to be over their head. But there's a lot of people I find that maybe at first they feel a little bit overwhelmed, but they can hang in there and roll with it. Yeah, I like to think of it as like level 1, 2, 3, and these are all level 1, 2, 3 sort of across the spectrum of like beginner, intermediate, and then intermediate advanced. And so many people that I think come in feel a little bit like shy at first. They feel like, oh gosh, I don't know if I can keep up with this. But the encouragement and just all the different content that I've created, I really try to make it welcoming so that you can start with just like we did in this boot camp. You can have just the chords and you'll be doing great. And there's never any judgment of like you should be here or there. It's like wherever you're at is great. And then there's always that next level that you're reaching for, right? So it's like, okay, now I got these chords, or what if I got some little hammer-ons and fills? Great. What if I want some triads? Great. What if I want to add to those triads? What if I want to know where the scale is around those triads? What if I want some bends? All of those things sort of stack into each other, and I make sure that you're never bored, and you're also never feeling stressed or overwhelmed. That's sort of my approach, is that in essence, everything I laid out earlier in the stream where I was talking about telling a story with the solo, I find that is probably a little bit better than tab. I do put some tab in there. And in fact, we do have some really cool courses that have interactive tab. But there are times when we learn things note by note, it takes a little bit of that creativity out of it. So I do enjoy having the freedom for you to take the tools and do whatever you want with it. Let's do some more jamming here. Let's play through this song again. And if you have any more questions, let me know. I'm trying to check the chat. We also got our friends Michael and Galen in there answering some questions. You guys are awesome. I'll probably wrap up the stream about 10 minutes before the top of the hour. But then when we do get into that Zoom call, I'll drop the Zoom link into the chat here as well now. If I can find it. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can find it. I think I can find it over here. It's in the community. Yeah, I'll put on the backing track here now. Jam it one more time in E. Let's go. Uh-oh, it's faster now by accident. That's too fast. It's too fast. It's too fast. Don't do it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, let's try that again at the proper speed. All right, now we're rocking. 75. Come on, gang. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. You got this. Cha-da, chow, chow, chow. Congratulations to Tom Cutts. Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Do-ba-doo-doo-doo. Ba-ba-doo-doo-doo. There is the link to the Zoom call, and that's going to be at the top of the hour. Okay, so that'll be in about 15 minutes. Just come and hang. You can ask me some more questions. We can get to see each other. A bunch of members will be there too. It'll be a lot of fun. Oh yeah. Guitar friends, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for sticking around.
Thanks so much, Tim.
And I know Angus. It's exactly what he sounds like. And then we got it. How's it going to say this? It's just not going to say anything. Don't fret.
Be
Be a friend. That's right. I want a hat.
Want a hat.
The hats are for sale.
Whoa.
We have a merch store, and it's great. You guys are excellent.
Excellent.
Most
Bootcamp.
excellent hanging out with you. I'll see you in about 15 minutes if you're coming to the Zoom hang. I hope you do. I'm just doing the party sign here. We're doing that one right there. We're doing I think this is one that I haven't done yet. Oh, giving you guys the love. Giving y'all the love. Let's jam out here. Somebody give me a key for our send-off jam here. Now you guys rock. No, you rock. Great stuff.
Great
Thanks.
stuff. Thanks.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
F.
F. All right, let's do F. Nice happy jam here, right? Woo! We're in F major. Great work, everybody. Good stuff, gang. We'll see you over on the Zoom hang. It's been an honor and a privilege and a privilege and a privilege. And sign up before Sunday night. You won't regret it.